Okay, we are live. GM, everyone, or good evening, good afternoon, where you are in the world. Welcome to one more amazing workshop from our Block Magic hackathon. We're already in week 3. Wow, 19 days left. It goes by so fast. I hope you guys are building some awesome projects. We are so excited to see what we'll get from this hackathon. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our speakers today. So we have Deepak and Kritard from Airchains, and they are here to tell you all about how you can build your own ZK-Rollup with Airchains network. And with that, Deepak, Kritard, I'll hand it over to you, and we'll kickstart the fun.
Thank you, Sophia. Hey, everyone. My name is Deepak, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to this workshop on building your own ZK rollup using the Airchains framework. Today, we'll be exploring two aspects of ZK rollups, the business potential of this cutting-edge technology and how it can help you unlock new opportunities in the blockchain space, and how to get started building your own ZK rollups using Airchains framework. As blockchain technology continues to evolve, there's a growing demand for scalable and privacy preserving solutions. This is where ZK rollups come into play. ZK rollups are a layer 2 scaling solutions that enables faster and cheaper transactions while maintaining the security and decentralization of the underlying blockchain. By bundling multiple transactions into a single proof, ZK rollups can significantly increase throughput, reduce transaction costs, and enhance privacy. As a result, ZK rollups are quickly becoming a critical component of the blockchain ecosystem, and businesses that adopt this technology early on can gain a significant competitive advantage. Now, let me introduce you to Airchains. At Airchains, our mission is to empower businesses like yours to harness the full potential of ZK rollups. We understand that building a ZK rollup from a scratch can be a daunting task, which is why we've created a framework that simplifies the process and puts the power of this transformative technology in your hands. With Airchains, you can build and deploy a ZK rollup in a matter of weeks, not months. Our modular architecture allows you to focus on your core business logic while we take care of the heavy lifting. Whether you're building a DeFi protocol, a gaming platform, or a supply chain solution, Airchains provides the tools and infrastructure you need to scale your dApp without compromising on security or privacy. One of the key advantages of building with Airchains is the ability to tap into our extensive ecosystem of partners and integrations. We work closely with leading blockchain networks, modular data layers such as IGDA, Avail, and Celestia, and infrastructure providers to ensure that your ZK rollup can seamlessly integrate with the broader blockchain ecosystem. This means you can focus on building your unique value proposition while leveraging the strength and reach of the Airchains network. If you're ready to get started building your own ZK rollup, Airchains makes it easy. The process involves few key steps, such as setting up your own development environment, defining your rollup parameters, and integrating your chosen blockchain. I'm thrilled to introduce Kritat, the co-founder of Airchains Network. Kritat is a visionary technologist and blockchain expert who has been at the forefront of developing cutting-edge solutions in the ZK rollup space. His deep understanding of cryptography, distributed systems, and blockchain architecture has been instrumental in shaping the Airchains framework. In the technical walkthrough that follows, Kritat will take you on a deep dive into the Airchains framework. Over to you, Kritat.
Thank you, Deepak. Hi, everyone. This is Tritat. Today, I'll be demonstrating you about how you can deploy a ZK rollup using Airchains framework. In this demonstration, we'll be creating a EVM ZK rollup, EVM based, and we'll be deploying it on IGEN. So, not taking too much time of yours, let's start. I'll just share my screen here. Perfect. So as my screen is visible, we have our link docs.agents.ir. You can go there, read the documentation, and create the ZK rollup. So it's very easy. Step-by-step guide is given into the documentation itself. And let's start with building a cool EVM-based ZK rollup with Airchains. So yeah, Here's the documentation. Let's open the terminal here. I'll just put it here. Okay, cool. So very first, let's create a directory here. Let's name it as a block magic. We'll go into the block magic. Okay, sorry. Cool. Yeah, perfect. So we'll have, first we have to clone the EVM station GitHub repository from the Airchains network, and then we'll clone the tracks, which is also a sequencer for all the ZK-Rollups you'll be creating, whether it's EVM, whether it's COSM, WASM, or SVM, any kind of ZK-Rollup you're building with Airchains SDK or Airchains framework. You have to create a sequencer. So we're calling it as a tracks, and any of the execution part of it is stations. So you can go with the EVM stations, you can go with the COSM, WASM stations, or the SVM stations. So yeah, here two repositories are cloned. The next step would be setting up the data availability layer. In this case, we'll be using IGEN, so there's no need to clone any of the repositories. It's pre-built onto the systems. So you do not have to worry about if you're building on IGEN, but yeah, if you're building on Avail or Celestia, you just have to follow the process, like just cloning up the GitHub repositories. And furthermore, you can follow up the steps according to the DA you have chosen. So let's go to the EVM stations repository, and we'll build the go file for this. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, this is built, and now we'll just have to call up the shell file, which has already scripts for initiating the chain with default functions or the default configurations. If you want to change the default configurations, you can just edit those script lines, and you can have your own configured EVM station deployed using Airchains framework. In this demonstration, we'll be using the default configuration. So I'll just paste it up here. It will take some time. It will initiate the stations, and it will directly start the station. Yeah. So you can see here the station has been initiated and the chain is started. So yeah, you can see here the block height number 1 has been started and the chain is running perfectly. Now we'll open up another terminal to set up the DA clients. So for IGEN, we'll go to IGEN. We'll start the IGEN binary file here. It will take some time. Okay, it's done. And we'll export the path for our environment. And the next step would be creating an IGEN key. So let's name it as a block magic key. We have to put a password here for the key. Yeah, okay. So key is generated here. So this key contains the public key and the Ethereum address of the key which is generated. So this public key will be required in later steps. Then again, so now the setup of the chain execution station and the setup of the IGDA is completed. Now we'll move forward with the sequencer, which is also tracks. So first of all, we have to make sure that there's no such any existing tracks or any existing files for the tracks exist. So we'll just for making it sure, we'll delete those files. We'll go back to the block magic folders. We'll go to our tracks folder, and similarly we'll build our go file here, and it's built. So the sequencer has been built, and now we have to initiate the sequencer. The similar codes here goes. So this is the code we have to initiate. So first of all, we'll add up a moniker here for our sequencer to be initialized. So we'll name it again the block magic here, and this is the DA type. So we are using IGEN, so we'll just simply put IGEN here, and the DA key. So here we have to put this key we have generated in the previous step, and then we have to initiate it with using the IGEN-DA's RPC. You can find it over here in the documentation itself. If you go down a little bit, yeah, is the RPC for this, and done. This is all you have to do for initiating the IGDA, and you have to just enter the tracks will be initiated. So yeah, you can see the tracks initialization is successful. So you can see this means that the sequencer is initiated. The chain is already running. The DA configuration has been set it up, and now the sequencer, which is tracks, is also initiated. So moving forward, everything is done. We have to generate the keys with the Airchains junction so that the ZK proofs can settle easily. So we'll just create a key for Airchains junction here. We just have to create an account name. So I'll again name it as a block magic, and the key is created. So here's, I got the mnemonic, I got the address. So I just have to copy the address, and I have to go to the Airchains Discord channel. You can join it through any of the links out there. Yeah, so here's the Discord channel of the Airchains. I just go to the switchyard faucet and request for a faucet to drop onto the address I have generated recently. Yeah. Here you can see I have generated the address, and now it's sending me some tokens. It will take some time. Yeah, it's done. I've got the address. I can verify it from here. Perfect. So I have received the 2 AMF token for testing. That's done. Let's move forward with another steps. Now we have to generate the provers. So in this case, we'll be using Groth 16 provers for all those ZKs which we are generating. So we just have to generate the provers. So now what we have done, we have initiated the chain, we have initiated the data availability layers, we have initiated the sequencer, and now we have also generated our proving key and verification key for ZK proofs, which will be generating further. So now after completing all these steps, I just have to create the station on junction. So this is the registration of the station, which is an execution layer, onto the settlement layer, which is Airchains junction. So simply we have to do this, and for node ID. So for here we'll be needing the node ID of the station which we have built. So node ID can be found onto this path. You can directly go here into the tracks and the configuration, and then sequencer.toml. Yeah, so this file contains all the required information about your station. Here is the node ID of the station. I'll just copy it, and I just have to paste the node ID here. Then I'll just have to go back and back. I just have to put the wallet address which we have recently funded, or which we'll be using to settle the transaction, which is this. Let's paste it up here. And again, we have to just put the account name which we are using to settle the transactions, which we named it as a block magic, and that we have to enter it, and this will create the station on the junction. So this is creating a transaction on the Airchains junction, which is Airchains Testnet switchyard. And now, yeah, so you can see it has generated a transaction hash. I'll just go and verify it onto the Explorer, which we have, if it is generated or not. So yeah, I'll just put up this transaction hash here. Cool. So you can see the message initiate station has been initiated, and this is a success. So my chain has been registered successfully. I can download my verification key, which we have generated in the previous step here, and everything is done. So now the station has been registered with the Airchains switchyard testnet, and everything is set it up. Now moving ahead with the next part, we have to start the chain. That's it. We have to start the sequencer now. Everything is done. Now we are going to start the sequencer. So sequence is showing, it's listening to the IP addresses, and now the node ID is also visible, which we have put, which we have received from the configuration file. And now everything is done. I can add my chain into my MetaMask, and I can see whether it's done or not. So let's go to MetaMask. I'll add a network here. Let's name it as a block magic chain. RPC URL is my local. So default port for this is 8545, and the chain ID for default is 69420. Okay, so sorry. Okay, I have put HTTPS here. Perfect. And I can name it like let's name it PL. I'll save it. Switch to block magic chain. You can see 500 BLO is pre-minted into the token. So chain is up and running. The sequencer is up and running. Let's try with deploying simple Open Zeppelin smart contract. You can say, let's go to the Open Zeppelin wizard. Let's just make it here. Let's go to the contract wizard. Let's open it into the remix. Perfect. Let's compile it with version 20. It's compiled. Now we'll deploy it onto our system. We'll be using the MetaMask for this, which is already connected to Remix. Just simply deploy it, confirm the transaction from MetaMask. It's creating my token, it's pending. So this will create an NFT token, ERC20 token, sorry, my bad. My token will be deployed onto my chain. And you can see here, if we go back, all the transaction is happening here. So the chain is running, the block index height is 118, the chain is running, it's perfect. The sequencer is running perfect. Cool. So it's still pending. I think let's go here, check if it's done or not. Try to speed it up. I think there's some issue with it. Let's cancel this. Let's deploy once again. Okay, nothing's happening here. I think there's some issue with this. Okay, so we'll also create. There's some issue with Open Zeppelin or Remix. I think they're not able to do this. So let me create. I have a system which will bomb a transactions onto the system, and it will take me to this. So I'll just simply call up my bomber here, and it has initiated 39 transactions in a go. So we have initiated the 39 transactions in a go because each batch which will be created using our system, or we have the default settings, will be requiring a 25 transactions batches. So yeah, you can see here the system has been created, the VRF has been initiated, and now IGEN blob has been created. So let's verify if the IGEN block is processing on IGEN or not. We'll go to the IGEN Explorer, which is this. We'll go to the blob explorer of IGEN. We'll simply enter the blob here and search if it has processing. Yeah, so you can see the blob IGEN Explorer has been processing successfully, and it will take some time to reflect onto the IGEN because it's a DA and it will be available in few minutes. So verifying furthermore, we can go directly to the switcher testnet. We can go to Airchains testnet, and recently we have this is the station which we have deployed recently. So I can go see these two pods has been successfully submitted. So this is the first pod which we have. So this is the first transaction. This is the pod submission transaction. So pod submission transactions usually contains the public witness for all the ZK proofs which has been created for that particular batch. You can see here it's properly visible here. You can directly download your public witness and see it on a big screen or whatever you want to use your public witness for verifying purposes or any other things. And going back uh, to the stations, I can see the second transaction which would be here is my verification of transaction. So this particular transaction is used to verify the transaction. Whatever the pod has been submitted, you can verify the pods. Whatever the ZK proof has been submitted, you can directly download your ZK proofs for those batches from here itself. So this is the steps for running up a ZK EVM chain on using Airchains framework. Similarly, following up the steps. Okay, so this is confirming right now. Let's cancel it up here. Okay, so this is done. This is the steps for ZK EVM rollup using Airchains framework. You can deploy any of those rollups, COSM rollups or SVM rollups, following up the steps from the documentation. You can invite other people to be the validator of your own network, following up the documentation and all. We're soon going to launch a quick launch method. The current quick launch method is was developed for the DevNet, and it's not compatible with Testnet yet. But in upcoming updates, there'll be a quick launch where you don't have to follow all these steps as well. You just have to go through the command line prompts and quickly answer the questions the prompt asks, and it will initiate your chain easily. And to know more about this, like in upcoming updates, we'll be coming up with espresso sequencers for the shared sequencing options for all the users who wants their network to be on shared sequencing mechanisms. So that will be there. And also we are integrating Gavlot for a decentralized proving mechanisms in our upcoming updates, which will be shortly sharing up in our Discord channels and anywhere. And if you face any issues, any technical issues you face deploying any of those chains, or you feel any updates or anything you want to suggest to us, we are open to that. You can reach out to us on our Discord channel. Cool. So this is how you can deploy a chain. So moving forward, this is that, and I'll ask Deepak if you can add anything else for our viewers to put on.
Awesome. Thank you, Preethart. And yeah, anything else you would like to add, Deepak?
Yes.
Any overview?
Yeah, thank you, Krithart. I actually wanted to touch upon few business opportunities with Airchains and monetization, how users can actually monetize their ZK rollups as well. So when it comes to building with Airchains, the possibilities are truly endless, right? Our powerful ZK rollup framework opens up a world of opportunities across various industries and use cases. Whether you're looking to revolutionize finance, gaming, supply chain management, or any other sector, Airchains provides the foundation you need to build scalable, secure, and privacy-preserving solutions. So one of the most exciting areas where Airchains shines is in the realm of DeFi or decentralized finance. By leveraging ZK rollups, you can create DeFi applications that offer near instant transaction finality, low fees, and enhanced privacy. Imagine building a decentralized exchange that can process thousands of trades per second, or a lending platform that allows users to borrow and lend assets without revealing their identities. With Airchains, these scenarios are not just possible, but achievable. But DeFi is just the tip of the iceberg. Airchains also empowers businesses to create next generation gaming experiences. By using ZK rollups, you can build gaming platforms that offer fast and cheap in game transactions, secure ownership of virtual assets, and seamless cross game interoperability. Imagine a world where players can easily transfer their hard earned virtual items between different games without worrying about fraud or loss of value. Airchains makes this vision a reality. Another area where Airchains excels is in supply chain management. By leveraging the power of ZK rollups, businesses can create transparent and tamper-proof supply chain solutions that enable secure tracking of goods from origin to destination. With Airchains, you can build applications that provide real-time visibility into the movement of products while preserving the privacy of sensitive data. This opens up tremendous opportunities for businesses to optimize their operations, reduce costs, and build trust within their customers. But the opportunities don't stop there. Chains can also be used for to build secure voting systems, decentralized identity solutions, and even privacy-preserving social networks. The beauty of our framework is that it provides a flexible and modular foundation that can be adapted to suit a wide range of use cases. Whether you're a startup looking to disrupt an industry or an enterprise seeking to optimize your existing processes, Airchains has the tools and capabilities you need to succeed. At Airchains, we are committed to helping businesses like yours unlock full potential of ZK rollups. Our team of experts has a deep understanding of the unique challenges and opportunities that come with building on this cutting edge technology. We will work closely with you to identify the most promising use cases for your business and provide the guidance and support you need to bring your vision to life. So, whether you're building or looking to create the next big thing in DeFi, revolutionize the gaming industry, or build a more transparent and efficient supply chain, Airchains is here to help. Now, let's talk about how you can monetize your ZK rollup. As a business, generating revenue is crucial, and Airchains provides you with multiple avenues to just do that. One of the most straightforward monetization strategies is to charge transaction fees. We all know that. By processing a high volume of transactions on your ZK rollup, you can generate a steady stream of revenue that grows as your user base expands. But that's just the beginning. With Airchains, you can also explore more advanced and monetization strategies that align with your specific business model. For example, you can offer premium services or features on top of your ZK rollup, such as the enhanced privacy, customized analytics, or exclusive access to certain features. By providing value added services, you can create a recurring revenue stream that complements your transaction fees. Another exciting monetization opportunity lies in the realm of tokenization. By issuing your own tokens on your rollup, ZK rollup, you can create a native economy that aligns incentives between your platform and your users. These tokens can serve as a means of payment, governance, or access to specific features through token gating. By carefully designing your token economy, you can create a virtuous cycle that drives adoption, engagement, and revenue growth. At Airchains, we are committed to helping you not only build your ZK rollup, but also monetize it effectively. Now, I'd like to open the floor for any questions you may have about building ZK rollups with Airchains. Feel free to ask about monetization strategies, real world use cases, or any other related to topics. We are here to help you gain a deeper understanding of how Airchains can benefit your business.
Awesome. Thank you so much both for the insightful presentation and all the knowledge shared. Yeah, as Deepak mentioned, we will open the floor for questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We have a couple minutes to go through them. And I'll give everyone more or less like a minute or so to see if we have any questions coming in. And if not, I think we can wrap up. So let's just give it a minute. Okay, there's no questions. I don't know if you have any contacts that you want to leave that people can reach out if they have questions later, because we know most of the times the questions come later.
So we do have our Discord community where people can actually start.
Can you start from the beginning? Well, luckily, as this is a live stream in YouTube, you can just rewind everything to the beginning and watch it from there this will be stored in YouTube, and you can watch it as many times as you like.
Also, feel free to join us on Discord. We are very active there. We have a community which can answer most of the technical questions and non-technical questions about our framework, as well as about ZK technology as well.
I see your validator VN sees, please see my question above. I do not see any questions. Your last comment, I only saw that it was saying that the voice connection was a bit disconnected. I don't know if that was the one you're referring, but it seems that the question might have not come through. If you want to write it again and dropped it in the chat. But if not, you can always reach out to Airchains team via their Discord channel, as Deepak was mentioning. They will be happy to help you. And yeah, I think in this case, we can wrap it up. Thank you both so much for taking the time, sitting with us, and supporting Block Magic. And I hope everyone took notes. They definitely learned something today. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, check out Airchains Discord channel. Ask your questions there. The team will be happy to help you. And I don't know if any of you has any final notes they want to share before we turn it off.
Oh yeah, we encourage you all to explore the Airchains framework and discovering how you can, it can help you build a scalable, privacy-focused, and profitable ZK rollups. Start experimenting with building your own ZK rollups, and Airchains is in the process of providing comprehensive documentations, more tutorials, and community support to guide you all through the process. Don't hesitate to reach out and get involved. Thank you all for your participation and engagement, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. And we'll see you on our upcoming workshops. And I hope everyone has a rest of a wonderful day or evening. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.